Hello, ladies. This is the Concealed Mistress again, and we're going to talk about relationships. I'm going to read a post from a group that I am a member of, and I'm in a few relationship or dating groups on Facebook. Now, of course, I'm keeping the person's identity anonymous, of course, when I post this, but this is really interesting. I think this is something that women go through often in dating and relationships, the distant boyfriend. So this member says, boyfriend being distant. Do I text him first and ask how he's doing or something, or just leave it? I want him to be able to open up to me if something is wrong, and I would trust he would, but it's been days now and he hasn't brought anything up or brought it up. So most women, when they are dating, and she did not specify how long they've been dating, and I did not check the comments to see if someone asked that question and she answered. But normally, when a boyfriend becomes distant, especially depending on how long you have been together, he could be busy, right? He could have other things going on. He may be getting too close to you and he needs some time apart. Maybe he's developing feelings. Maybe he's falling in love with you, right? But a lot of women experience this. He normally has other people he is dating. Either there's a new woman or an old woman has come back, or it could be both. I don't know if they have the ability to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. I have no idea. But I think what happens is it's just the aroma of some new TP, right? Or they just may be sort of done with you, especially if you've been intimate. I remember years ago, an ex of mine that I started dating. And back then, I didn't have a lot of awareness like I do now about dating and relationships. But he began to go distant on me. Like the calls became less frequent, the texts became less frequent. And of course, my gut intuition was like, okay, what's wrong? What's going on? Well, I found out later on, after we had broken up, he had returned to his ex girlfriend. I remember we had an argument, and he said, "You're not bringing anything to the table. You don't bring anything to the table." Back then, I was like, what the hell does that mean? Right? Now, I know what it means. And after the fact, I found out what it means. It meant that the old girlfriend was back. And I found out that she was cooking and cleaning and doing wifely duties for him, things that I wasn't doing. So, of course, he went back to that, right? So, it is possible in this scenario with this young lady that he has another woman. How should she handle it? Well, I feel like when a man goes left, you go right. Go the other direction. Don't call him or text him and ask him what's wrong. Because if he wanted to share what was going on in his life, he would. Go find something to do. As a matter of fact, he's just a boyfriend. Why don't you get yourself another boyfriend or get yourself a new boyfriend in this situation, right? Don't hang around and wait for him to decide, he wants to open up or even have contact with you. Just go do something else. You don't have to jump to conclusions. You don't have to fuss. You don't have to go off on him, break up. Don't do that. That's crazy stuff that I used to do. Don't do that. Just go silent. Just go silent. Go find something to do. And I know as women, we are curious. We want to know. We want to know. Sometimes curiosity does kill the cat, right? Don't do that. In this situation, I would recommend to her, just go find something else to do. Because what may happen is there's so much time that goes between phone calls and texts, or you guys going out or seeing each other where you don't hear from him. You may as well consider yourself not in a relationship anymore. And that's why sometimes I think women, well, most times, if you have a boyfriend, you should have more than one. It doesn't mean you need to sleep with all of them or any of them at all. Don't do that. But when one goes left, you go right and go find something else to do, right? Because the more that you chase behind him, asking him what's wrong, the worse that it's going to be. And then after a while, it starts looking desperate and needy. Listen, been there and done that. I could write the book on all that type of stuff. I know something different now. And I know sometimes the best thing to do is to do nothing. This was a great post because this is something that women experience often. When I'm in the dating groups on Facebook, I always see a question like this: what to do when he goes cold, or stop being, as attentive as he was at one time. Do nothing. He goes left, you go right. Go in a different direction and let him come find you. Okay, ladies, so this is the Concealed Mistress, and this was a great post. Please like, subscribe, and also leave any comments. Tell me about your experience with a boyfriend going distant, going cold on you. Bye bye until next time.